Let's talk about Israel and diamonds, because baby, this tiny country with 0 mines, magically handling 1/3 of the world's rough diamonds is not some Disney miracle. That's not a niche industry. That's a financial superhighway with no speed limits and no cops on duty. Israel touches 33% of the entire planet's rough diamond flow without digging a single damn stone out of the ground. They don't mine. They import, polish, cut, flip, recertify, and export that shit like a global pawn shop with better lighting. And if you think a product worth millions per gram, untraceable, transportable in your pocket, able to cross borders without blinking, isn't a money-laundering paradise? You're living in the Care Bear expanded universe. Diamonds have always been the OG offshore bank account for the global elite. No serial numbers, no blockchain, no paper trail, no regulators with spines. And Israel sits right in the middle like, oh, don't worry, we're just cutting stones. Sure, babe. And Pablo Escobar was just a logistics entrepreneur. And then there's Africa, the part they really don't want you to say out loud. Africa is the beating heart of global diamond supply. Botswana, Congo, Angola, Sierra Leone, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Namibia. Every country with a conflict, a coup, a militia, a shady foreign security consultant, or a magically disappearing mineral revenue stream has one thing in common. Their resources don't stay in Africa. They flow out through global hubs, like the one sitting in Israel. You think it's a coincidence that regions overflowing with diamonds also overflow with child miners, mercenary groups, proxy militias, accidental coup, unregulated airstrips, convenient silence from Western governments? Nah, these supply chains don't just exist. They're maintained. When 1/3 of global rough diamond supply passes through one exchange with 0 mines of their own, it means they're sitting on the faucet. They get to pick who drinks and who doesn't, who gets certified conflict-free, and who gets labeled problematic, which stones get cleaned, and which stones mysteriously lose their origin story. Africa bleeds, and every polished stone that passes through. Ramat Gan has a little bit of that blood rinsed off and repackaged for Fifth Avenue. The Russia connection. Say it with your chest. Russia is one of the largest diamond producers on Earth, even under sanctions. And diamonds just happen to be small, movable, hard to sanction, easy to relabel. Gee, what a perfect commodity for making sanctioned Russian money magically become clean. Oh look, this rough stone that totally didn't come from a sanctioned Russian mine. Just arrived with new paperwork. So strange, wow. And wouldn't you know it? Israel trades diamonds with Russia, indirectly, through intermediaries, with plausible deniability. Sure, babe, the same way a mobster indirectly knows the guy who breaks your kneecaps. And then India, the cutting king of the world. India is the other giant in the diamond processing world. Huge cutting markets, massive labor force, tight relationships with Russian supply, long-standing trade networks with Israel. Israel and India aren't competitors. They're partners in a loop that lets stones, and the money behind them, move across jurisdictions, continents, and sanctions like a ballerina with diplomatic immunity. Rough diamonds from Africa or Russia get 1. Moved, avoid sanctions. 2. Relabeled, clean up provenance. 3. Cut, add value and disguise origin. 4. Polished, reset certification. 5. Exported, enter legal markets. And by the time they hit a diamond district in New York, London, or Dubai, all origin stories are erased like they were never written. This isn't trade, this is alchemy. So let's spell it out without the polite sugarcoating. You cannot sit on 1/3 of the world's rough diamonds, without mines, and pretend you're just a cute little cutting workshop. You cannot be a global hub for an industry known for laundering, conflict financing, sanctions evasion, tax hiding, cartel influence, political manipulation, and expect people to clap politely and say, wow, what a strong manufacturing economy. 1/3 of global rough diamond flow passing through Israel means Israel is not participating in the global system. Israel is central to the global system. And the global system is built on African extraction, Russian supply, Indian processing, Middle Eastern and European trading, Western luxury consumption. It's a pipeline where the raw value always flows upward, and the violence, poverty, resource theft, and instability stay exactly where they started. In Africa. Call it what it is. This isn't about jewelry. It's about money movement, geopolitical influence, and unregulated value transfer masquerading as gemstones. And once you pull back the curtain, the entire thing looks less like trade and more like an offshore financial cathedral built out of blood, stones, and immaculate paperwork. Say the quiet part out loud. Israel doesn't mine diamonds, but their hands are on the entire global diamond bloodstream.